Ace Wisdom family, let's cut straight to the truth. Most of you watching this right now are in a place where you're wondering, will my ex ever come back? Maybe you're obsessing over every little thing you've done or said, or maybe you're playing the waiting game, hoping they'll magically realize they can't live without you. But let me ask you this. What if everything you've been told about getting your ex back is completely wrong? We're flipping the script right now. This isn't about silence. This isn't about no contact. This is about tapping into one single unstoppable truth. A truth so powerful that 99% of your exes won't just come back. They'll chase you. Yes, chase you. And no, this isn't manipulation. This isn't a game. This is science-backed, psychology-proven reality. I know you have heard this several times in my previous videos, but it is so powerful I have to say it again. Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius believed in controlling what you can control and letting go of what you can't. Epictetus taught that real power comes not from reacting to others, but from mastering yourself. What we're about to reveal is the modern-day version of that wisdom. How to take back control, become the best version of yourself, and make your ex realize they lost someone truly irreplaceable. This video isn't for the faint-hearted. We're talking about real transformation. You'll learn the one thing that will make them rethink everything they thought they knew about you. But here's the catch. This isn't some quick fix. This is about stepping into your truth, owning your power, and changing the game forever. So, stick with me until the end, because the insights we're about to share are not just going to change the way you see your ex. They're going to change the way you see yourself. And, trust me, once you see what's possible, you'll never go back to being that person who waits around for crumbs. Before we dive in, smash that like button. It's a small action, but it helps us bring life-changing content to more people like you. Subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the deep dives we've got coming next. And if you're ready to take things to the next level, join the Ace Wisdom family by becoming a channel member. Click the link in the description to support this channel and help us create even better content. Together, we can rank as the highest Ace. Now, I want you to drop this mantra in the comments. I am the prize. I own my truth. They will chase me, but I am untouchable. Write it. Claim it. Own it. Because when you live by this mindset, everything changes. Let's get started. Stay focused. The first thing your ex needs to feel. Here's the first thing you need to understand. Ace Wisdom family. Your ex will only come back and chase you when they feel something they haven't felt in a long time. Loss. Not regret. Not guilt. Not even longing. Loss. The kind of loss that shakes their reality and makes them question every decision they made about leaving you. And let me tell you something. They'll never feel that loss as long as they think they still have you wrapped around their finger. But here's the thing about loss. It doesn't come from you begging, pleading, or waiting for them to come around. It comes from them realizing something they took for granted is gone. That's the shift you need to create. And you do this not by hiding, not by silence, and definitely not by playing mind games. You do it by becoming someone they never thought they'd lose. Someone magnetic, independent, and untouchable. Now I know what you might be thinking. How do I make them feel that loss? Do I go no contact? Do I disappear completely? The answer is deeper than that. This isn't about punishing them or winning the breakup. This is about flipping the narrative. It's about making them see you as the person who can't be replaced, not through manipulation, but by transforming yourself into the version of you that's unstoppable. Here's the psychology behind it. Human beings always value what feels scarce, what feels hard to get. It's in our nature. We chase what we fear we can't have. And right now, your ex doesn't feel that about you. They feel comfortable. They think they know who you are, what you'll do, and how long it'll take for you to reach out. It's predictable. It's safe. And as long as they're comfortable, they won't feel that loss. The philosopher Seneca once said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." That's exactly what we're aiming for here. You need to create a space where your ex starts imagining what it feels like to lose you forever. And the only way they'll start imagining that is when they see a version of you that's no longer tied to them. When they see a version of you thriving, growing, and becoming someone so incredible that they can't help but wonder, did I make the biggest mistake of my life? This isn't about ignoring them or cutting them off cold. It's about showing them through your actions, your confidence, and your growth that you're no longer the same person they left behind. It's about them realizing they can't slot you back into their life whenever they please. And here's the real kicker. When you focus on becoming this untouchable version of yourself, the power dynamic shifts completely. Suddenly, they're not in control anymore. You are. They'll feel that void where your energy used to be, and it'll gnaw at them in ways they never expected. That's when they'll start to feel that loss, that fear, that undeniable pull to chase you. Stick with me, Ace Wisdom family, because in this video, we're going to break down exactly how to make that happen. Step by step, backed by scientific studies and real psychology. The second thing your ex needs to feel, here's where it gets even more powerful. Once your ex starts feeling that loss, the second thing they need to feel is doubt. Doubt about their decision. Doubt about their future without you. Doubt about whether they've made the biggest mistake of their life. This is the moment they start replaying everything in their mind, questioning whether they truly knew you at all. And that doubt can only grow when they realize you've evolved into someone they can't quite figure out anymore. Think about it. People don't question their choices when everything feels familiar and predictable. They only question their choices when something feels different. So, how do you spark this doubt in your ex? By becoming completely unpredictable. By breaking the pattern they've come to expect from you. Here's where the magic happens. Most people follow the same tired script after a breakup. Either they chase their ex, pleading and bargaining, or they disappear completely, hoping their silence will do the work for them. But here's the thing. Neither of those approaches creates doubt. One makes you look desperate, the other makes you forgettable. What creates doubt is showing them a version of you that's thriving, confident, and focused on your own growth. Someone who clearly doesn't need them, but might just be worth chasing. This ties directly into a psychological principle called the scarcity effect. When something feels rare, we assign more value to it. If your ex sees you moving forward without looking back, they'll start to wonder, wait, did I lose someone truly one of a kind? They'll question if they ever really knew the depth of your potential. And let's not forget the wisdom of the Stoics. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This is exactly the energy you need to channel. When your ex sees you calm, collected, and focused on yourself, it'll shake their perception of you. They'll realize you're not playing their game anymore, and that uncertainty will plant the seeds of doubt. Now, here's the real kicker. Doubt isn't just about them questioning their decision. It's about them realizing they no longer have the control they thought they did. And that shift? That's where they start chasing. Suddenly, they're not sure if they're the one who left you or if you've already left them behind emotionally. Stick around, because we're going to dive into the specific actions you can take to spark this doubt. Practical, science-backed strategies that show them you've leveled up in every way. And trust me, once they feel this doubt, their perspective will change completely. The third thing your ex needs to feel, all right, Ace Wisdom family, we've already covered loss and doubt, but here's where the real transformation begins. The third thing your ex needs to feel is desire, not the kind of shallow, fleeting attraction they may have felt before, but a deep, almost magnetic pull toward the new version of you. The version they can't stop thinking about. The version they can't ignore. Let's get real for a moment. Right now, your ex probably thinks they've got you all figured out. They believe they know who you are, how you think, and, more importantly, what you'll do. That sense of familiarity is what keeps them feeling comfortable and, honestly, indifferent. But here's the truth. People don't desire what they fully understand. Desire is born out of mystery, out of curiosity, and out of the realization that they've underestimated you. So how do you create this kind of desire? By evolving into the best, most magnetic version of yourself. Someone who exudes confidence, independence, and an unshakable sense of purpose. Someone who isn't focused on chasing anyone else because they're too busy chasing their own goals. This isn't about changing who you are at your core. It's about amplifying everything that makes you incredible and showing the world and your ex that you're a force to be reckoned with. And here's the psychology behind it. When your ex sees you thriving without them, they'll start to wonder. Why are they doing so well without me? Did I miss something? Are they happier now? That curiosity fuels desire. Add to that the fact that you're no longer giving them the validation or attention they once got from you. And suddenly, you've become the person they can't stop thinking about. Let me hit you with some wisdom from Stoic philosophy. Seneca said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." When you become someone who doesn't crave your ex's attention, but instead radiates self-worth and purpose, you shift the dynamic entirely. Your ex goes from being indifferent to craving your attention. They'll feel the pull of your growth, your energy, and the undeniable fact that you're someone worth chasing. But here's the key. This desire isn't about playing games. It's not about manipulation or making your ex feel bad. It's about showing them, through your actions and energy, that you're not the person they left behind. You're someone even better. Someone they never saw coming. And trust me, once your ex starts feeling this kind of desire, it'll change the way they see you entirely. They'll realize they didn't just lose you, they lost the opportunity to be part of your story. And that's when they'll start chasing. Now we're going to get specific. Stick around, because I'm about to share exactly how to spark this kind of desire in a way that's authentic, powerful, and 100% you. These strategies are backed by science and proven by real psychology, and they'll give you the tools you need to take control of your own narrative. Now, drop this mantra in the comments. I am magnetic. I am thriving. I am the desire they can't ignore. Declare it. Own it. Because when you step into that energy, everything changes. Let's keep going. The fourth thing your ex needs to feel. Now we're getting into the game changer. After your ex has felt loss, doubt, and desire, the fourth thing they absolutely need to feel is respect. Without this, nothing else will last. Sure, they might miss you, question their decision, and even want you back. But if they don't respect you, they'll never truly value you or treat you the way you deserve. Let's get real for a moment. Respect isn't something you can beg for, demand, or fake. Respect is something you earn, and the only way to earn it is by setting boundaries, holding your head high, and showing them through your actions that you are not someone who will tolerate anything less than what you deserve. Here's the truth. People respect those who respect themselves. Your ex needs to see that you're not just thriving without them. You're thriving because you've leveled up, because you've raised your standards, not just for them, but for everyone in your life, including yourself. When they see that you're no longer willing to settle for the bare minimum, they'll realize you're not the same person they thought they could take for granted. And let me tell you why this is so important. Relationships, whether romantic or otherwise, are built on mutual respect. Without it, everything falls apart. But respect is rooted in how you carry yourself. If you've ever allowed your ex to cross your boundaries, take advantage of your kindness, or treat you as an afterthought, this is your moment to change that narrative. Now, I'm not saying you need to become cold, harsh, or unforgiving. True respect doesn't come from fear. It comes from admiration. And the best way to earn admiration is by living with integrity, confidence, and purpose. When your ex sees you living your truth, when they see you standing tall, speaking your mind and refusing to settle, they won't just want you back. They'll respect you on a whole new level. As the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." It's the same for you. Don't just talk about what you deserve. Show them through your actions. Respect is earned when you live with authenticity, when you stand firm in your boundaries, and when you prioritize your own growth over anyone else's opinions. And here's the shift that happens when they feel respect. They start to see you as someone they want to earn. Suddenly, they're not thinking about how they can fit you into their life on their terms. They're thinking about how they can step up to be worthy of you. This is why respect is the foundation of everything. Without it, nothing else sticks. But with it, it creates a connection that can't be broken. Stick with me, because in this video we're going to dive into exactly how to earn that respect, not just from your ex, but from everyone in your life. These are practical steps you can take today, backed by psychology, philosophy, and real-world results. The fifth thing your ex needs to feel. This is where everything comes together. We've talked about loss, doubt, desire, and respect, but the fifth thing your ex absolutely needs to feel is regret. This is the emotion that cements everything. When they finally realize the full weight of what they've lost and what they threw away. And here's the key. Regret isn't about guilt or shame. It's about them seeing with absolute clarity that letting you go was the worst decision they've ever made. But here's the twist. Regret doesn't come from you trying to make them feel bad. It doesn't come from throwing their mistakes in their face or proving a point. True regret is something they feel deep in their soul when they see you thriving without them, when they realize that the version of you they once had is now untouchable. Think about it. People only regret losing what they can't replace. Right now, your ex may think they can find someone better, or that they'll be fine without you. But regret hits when they see that no one else matches your energy, your growth, and your value. When they realize you're not just surviving, you're flourishing. Here's the psychology behind it. We tend to value things more after we've lost them, especially when we know we can't get them back. This is called the endowment effect. When your ex sees that you've elevated yourself, mentally, emotionally, and physically, they'll start to feel the weight of their decision. They'll realize they didn't just lose you. They lost the future they could have had with you. And let's bring in some Stoic wisdom to ground this idea. Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." When your ex sees how gracefully you've handled the breakup, how you've turned your pain into power, they won't just regret losing you. They'll regret not recognizing your worth sooner. But here's the important part. You don't need their regret. This isn't about getting validation from them or proving your value through their reaction. This is about becoming someone so extraordinary that their regret becomes inevitable. You're not doing this for them. You're doing this for you. Their regret is simply the side effect of your transformation. Now imagine this. Your ex scrolling through your social media, seeing your progress, hearing about your wins, and realizing they're no longer a part of your life. Imagine them lying awake at night, replaying the memories and wondering, what if I had stayed? What if I hadn't let them go? That's the power of regret. And it only comes when you've stepped fully into your potential. Stick with me, Ace Wisdom family, because I'm about to share the exact steps to make this happen. These are practical, actionable strategies that will not only help you grow, but also make your ex realize what they've lost. And trust me, when regret hits, it hits hard. Before we move forward, do me a favor. Hit that like button if you're ready to step into your power and let your transformation speak for itself. Subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of the wisdom we're sharing here. And if you want to go even deeper into this journey and support the creation of better, high-quality content, consider becoming a channel member. Click the link in the description and join the Ace Wisdom family. We're building something incredible together. Finally, drop this mantra in the comments. I don't need validation. My power speaks for itself. Regret is their lesson, not my burden. Write it, own it, and let's keep moving forward. Your story is just beginning, and the best is yet to come. Let's dive in. The sixth thing your ex needs to feel. Ace Wisdom family, here's where the transformation comes full circle. After your ex has felt loss, doubt, desire, and respect, the sixth thing they need to feel is regret. And not just surface-level regret. The kind of regret that keeps them awake at night. The kind of regret that forces them to look at themselves in the mirror and realize they didn't just lose you. They lost the best thing that ever happened to them. Now, let's make one thing crystal clear. This isn't about revenge or making them feel bad for the sake of it. This is about them understanding on a deep emotional level what they gave up. Because until they feel that regret, they'll never truly understand your worth. Here's the truth. Regret doesn't come from your words. It comes from your actions. It comes from seeing you living your best life, surrounded by opportunities, happiness, and success, without any trace of needing them. When they see you thriving, when they see you becoming the person they always hoped to be with but never had the strength to match. That's when regret sets in. This is where psychology plays a massive role. Human beings tend to idealize the things they can no longer have. The moment your ex realizes you're no longer emotionally available to them, that you've outgrown the relationship and moved on to bigger and better things, their mind will start filling in the gaps. They'll start romanticizing what they lost, wondering if they'll ever find someone who measures up to you, and the answer they'll land on is no. But here's the beauty of this step. It's not about focusing on them. It's about focusing on you. Regret comes naturally when you stop trying to create it and start living your truth. When you put your energy into building a life you're proud of, whether that's excelling in your career, traveling the world, or simply finding joy in your own company, you send a powerful message. I don't need you, and I'm better without you. Let me share some Stoic wisdom that ties perfectly into this. Epictetus said, "Don't explain your philosophy. Embody it." That's exactly what you need to do. Stop explaining your worth. Stop waiting for them to recognize it. Show them through your actions that you are irreplaceable, and regret will follow naturally. And here's the kicker. Regret is the most powerful motivator. It's what makes them pick up the phone, send that text, or show up out of the blue. But by the time they feel it, you'll have the power to decide whether they're even worth your time anymore. The seventh thing your ex needs to feel. Brace yourself, friends, because the final step is the most powerful yet. Stay tuned. We've made it to the most powerful step, the moment when everything shifts. They need to feel is insecurity. Yes, insecurity, but not the toxic kind. This is the healthy, self-reflective kind of insecurity, the kind that forces them to question themselves, their actions, and their choices. The kind that makes them realize they may not measure up to the person you've become. Here's why this is so crucial. For your ex to truly chase you, they need to feel like you are on a whole different level. A level they'll have to work hard to reach if they want to be in your life again. Right now, they might feel like they've got the upper hand, that they know you inside out, or that you'll always be there as a safety net. But when you flip the script and elevate yourself, they're left questioning everything. Am I good enough for them now? Have I lost my chance forever? What do I need to do to prove myself? This isn't about playing mind games. It's about showing your ex through your growth, that the person they knew before is gone, and the person standing in front of them now is someone they need to earn. Psychology backs this up. When people feel a little bit of insecurity in a relationship dynamic, it often pushes them to take action. They start to see your value differently. They start to wonder if someone else might come along and see what they didn't. And that uncertainty is what creates a sense of urgency, a need to act before it's too late. But let me remind you, this isn't about making your ex feel small or inferior. This is about inspiring them to reflect, to grow, and to step up. And whether they do or not, that's no longer your concern, because your focus is on you. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Your ex's insecurity is not your responsibility. It's a natural byproduct of you stepping into your power and becoming the strongest, most authentic version of yourself." And here's the truth. When your ex feels this insecurity, it's because they see the gap between who they are and who they need to be to deserve you. That's a powerful realization for anyone. It forces them to grow or step aside. Either way, you win. So what does this look like in action? It's you living a life so full, so vibrant and so purposeful that it makes them question their own choices. It's you setting boundaries and refusing to settle for anything less than you deserve. It's you radiating confidence, self-respect, and independence. And here's the thing. This step isn't just about your ex. It's about you becoming someone who inspires everyone around you, not just romantically, but in every area of life. When you embody this energy, you won't just attract your ex's attention. You'll attract the respect, admiration, and love of people who truly value you. Stick with me, because I'm about to break down the exact ways to radiate this kind of power and leave your ex in awe of the person you've become. These are actionable steps, backed by science and real-world wisdom, that will elevate your energy to a level they can't ignore. Before we dive deeper, show your support for the Ace Wisdom family by hitting that like button. It helps us create even better content for you. If you're not already part of the family, subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss what's coming next. And for those of you ready to take your growth to the next level, join as a channel member today. Click the link in the description and help us build something incredible together. Now I want you to drop this mantra in the comments. I am powerful. I am magnetic. My growth speaks for itself. Write it, declare it, and live it. Because when you truly embody this energy, no one, not your ex, not anyone, can take it away from you. Stay with me, Ace Wisdom family, because what's coming next will completely transform how you see yourself and your relationships. Let's rise to the top together. You're unstoppable. Let's go. Ace Wisdom family, we've just unlocked the blueprint for making your ex feel loss, doubt, desire, respect, regret, and finally, insecurity. These steps aren't about them. They're about you stepping into your power and living your truth. By the time your ex realizes what they've lost, you'll be so far ahead that the choice to let them back in will be entirely yours. But this is just the beginning. The next chapter of your journey is about understanding why, even if your ex doesn't care now, they will care later. This will be our next video, and trust me, you need to be ready for what I call the Keith Lee effect, where your growth, your glow-up, and your unshakable confidence make you so undeniable that their world gets flipped upside down. So, make sure you're subscribed with the bell icon turned on, because the next video is going to open your eyes in ways you never expected. And if today's video resonated with you, show some love by smashing that like button. It really helps us grow the Ace Wisdom family and reach more people who need this message. Also, don't forget to drop today's mantra in the comments. I am powerful. I am magnetic. My growth speaks for itself. Declare it and own it, because your transformation is what makes this journey so incredible. Finally, for those of you who want to go deeper, support the channel, and gain access to exclusive perks, consider becoming a channel member. Click the link in the description to join the Ace Wisdom family officially. We're building something extraordinary here, and you're an essential part of it. Until next time, remember this. You're not just healing, you're evolving. Your future is bright and your story is far from over. Stay strong,